morning, everybody. I finally conquered the beast. Yes, everything is okay with me. I find out, man. I've been trying to uh, battle with this sciatic issue that I've been having. I started having it Saturday night, man. Saturday night, it started on me Saturday night, and what's up, Deborah, in the Discord? What's this mentions for me? Who's mentioning me? Thank you because I want to know what it was. Hope a good father. Uh, what? I believe this is. Oh, she didn't know. She didn't know what the phrase meant. It also the video where we were first introduced to Aranya Grande by Father Legend. Oh, I forgot all of it. That's the one when Father Legend had posted the little meme of the spider, and it was like it said Aranya Grande. Yeah, yeah. He posted the meme. It was a spider, and then the little spider said Aranya Grande. Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, I forgot all about that. Appreciate that, Shawnee, for letting me know. Okay, what are we here for besides Tim and his squirrel activities? We are here for Let Overnight Price Action Review. What's up, man? For those who don't know me by a slither of a chance, it is me, Timothy Rogers Sr., that guy right there on the desktop. You know, everybody else on the desktop there. That's Calandra and the boys. For those who don't know, that one over there, the taller of the boys, that's Junior. That one over there, that's Christopher. For those who don't know the boys, Junior is the one I'm always calling Woody, right? And Christopher's the one I'm always calling Christopher. Let me see if y'all could let me see who in the chat. What's up, here to learn to share? What's up, Tish? Pop y'all out there. Here to learn to share. Let me move this screen out of the way so it don't look so weird. There you go. Here to learn to share. Tish, Deborah. Hope everything's okay. Yes. Buenos dias, Valentine. Buenos dias. What's up, Father Ledge? Hopefully everybody's still in here. As I see now, it's 9:32. The market is open. The market is open. The market is open. If you're gonna trade, please trade safe. If you're not gonna trade, please take a copious amount of notes and study the things that you saw today and apply to your future trading endeavors. Enjoy your day. What's up, Seawalk? What's up, Marco? Thank you. Thank you. For acknowledging the nice picture. That was on a fine Sunday afternoon because we had got out of service. We had gotten out of service, so this was a fine Sunday afternoon. And one of the brothers, Brother Young, I believe it was. I was like, hey, Brother Young, snap a picture of us real quick. Y'all can see it was back earlier in the year. The trees were still like dead. Look, we did not get a super cold winter this year, but you can see the trees and the grass are still dead. So this was like either earlier in the year. I think it was earlier in the year. It wasn't the end of last year. I think it was the earlier this year. But the trees are still dead and all that. But that's not why you're here. You are here to tune in to Let Overnight Price Action Review. So let's get back to that. I am in the Discord for anyone who's interested and wants to pull up and unmute and ask a question. Oh man, I just noticed that, let me see, did it, did it, did it? When it popped up, it looked like it did. It looked like it did when it popped up. Oh no, it didn't. There must be some. Let me see. What time is it? It did. You dirty stinking dog. You dirty stinking dog. Do y'all see? Remember, this is, I'm only doing this for all the people who always be, you know what I'm saying, talk about you ICT people always calling everything in hindsight. You ICT people, right? So, follow me, haters. Let me come over here to screenshots. Somebody tell me if you can see my screen. Who's it? I know somebody was inside the voice. Somebody tell me if y'all can see my screen. Hold on. Oh, y'all can't see my screen on YouTube. Hold on. Y'all can't see my screen on YouTube. All right. See, that's why I be needing y'all to unmute and tell me stuff. Cause I see, look at all these people. There's like 12 people in the Discord. 3, but I'm exaggerating. Ain't nobody said, Tim, you can't see your screen on YouTube. Okay, so screenshots. Let me come over here to screenshots. Screenshot right here, right? And if I click on this right here, right? Okay, so I was up this morning. For those, let me see. Let me open this up. We're gonna get to the overnight price action review. I'm on my soapbox now because of, you know, people always, people want to lump ICT traders into a little box, a little boxy box, right? And they want to classify everyone as an ICT trader, as a certain type of person. And they also want to say you just believe everything he says, and you're in this cult, and you just do everything in hindsight, and nothing you do is based on any kind of facts or based on. Yes, I'm on that this morning because my hip is hurting from this sciatic problem, and I'm on that. Okay, I said, hey mentees and everyone else that may be interested in what I have to say. I'm up early doing a little tape reading, and it's supposed to be nursing. And nursing. Let me fix that right now because I'm not going to be able to go on without with that saying nurse. Right. I'm up this morning doing a little tape reading, and where it go? Oh, right there. Man, Tim, breathe slower. Nursing this sciatica issue in my hip tier. When tape reading, you should hold zero bias and just watch what price is doing. For practice, look at this screenshot and go through your charts and take note of what price has done overnight so far. No need to share your findings with me. Now, the reason why I pulled that, Tim, that didn't say anything. The reason why I pulled that up, what happened if I open in browser? Hey, what's going on, browser? Okay, if you take note right here, you see that little triangle. You see that little triangle right over there, right? That triangle over there, right? When price was right here. If you look, that says 510. That's 510 in the morning. So 510 this morning, right? On this chart, that little triangle right there translates to that little triangle right there, right? You see? Let me make the chart look the same, right? So let's go back over here. I don't know what I think we might have been here. Were we there? Let me see the picture. Do this, Tim. It's a lot easier. Did not want to do that. Okay. We were here. This candle right there. Oh, I need to be on 5-minute candles. We were here. Okay, 1, 2. Okay. Long candle down. 1, green, up, down, up, green, down. Here, we were here. Up. God dog it, Tim. Right there. There you go. Now that I have that all sorted out, all right, that triangle, it doesn't show in replay. I showed you now. Now I know where I need to go. I need to go to right there. Let me turn the replay off. Yes, turn off replay. That triangle right there. See that triangle right there? Right? Can y'all read what that says? Can y'all read what that says? Right, let me expand this out big. Right? If you can't not read what that says, it says NQ approaching an M15 OTE short above 1974.75. Right? That's what that says. In that triangle, got away. That triangle, what is this doing? MacBook, stop acting. MacBook, what are you doing, man? Okay. With that triangle right there. That's what I was saying. Okay. Now, the reason why I said that, because I told the mentees don't have no bias. Just look at what price is doing, right? But from based off what I was seeing, I wanted to get short up here, right? I want to get short up here. Why did I want to get short up there? That would have gave me an entry that I was cool with getting a short on, right? To come attack this low right here, right? Which was the London low. I want to get short, preferably off of this fair value gap right here, this 425 BSI, right? And the reason why I wanted to get short there is because we got a fair value gap right here, SIBI, 425 SIBI. We got a 420 SIBI there. And then the last up close candle of the order block was up there around that SIBI. So I didn't want to be too greedy about getting in. And right here was lining up with a OTE. It was like a OTE right around here somewhere. Let me see what an OTE was. Then we're going to get into the overnight price action. I'm just doing this for the haters, right? Yep, I didn't get the move. And you see my thing still set up as OTE, right? So there's an OTE right there at that same SIBI, right? That's why I said NQ is approaching. Let me hover it over there, right? I said NQ approaching a M15, 15-minute OTE short above, right? And that's the price where I put it, because I wanted it to let me know when it got back to the top of this 15-minute fair value gap, right? And poked above it. If it poked above it, I wanted to get short off that fair value gap right there. That's why that little triangle was there. And so this morning when I shared that at 5:10 in the morning, that was my idea of trying to get a short off of that for myself. I was up reading price, right? Just reading it, no bias at all. And based off what I saw that had transpired before I woke up, I said, hey, I would like to get short right here. Okay, that's why I had that alert there. You see the alert is still on there. Why? Because it didn't trigger my alert. It came very, very, very close to my alert. It then stopped short and then went down and took out the sell side that I was interested in attacking. Now that it has attacked the sell side that I wanted to attack, now I have to sit back and wait on price to give me another clue of what liquidity it would like to attack. And that is, my friend, how real ICT concept traders trade. We don't call things in hindsight. We are not a part of a cult, right? Me personally, I don't know Michael J. Huddleston. You know, I mean, I care for him as a human being, just like when he lost his mother-in-law. I know I know the type of strain that puts on a family, because we lost my mother-in-law in 2020. So I sent him and his wife a food basket with my deepest condolences. But that doesn't mean I worship him or I think we're friends. I don't know the freaking man. I just know his teachings. I think this is my last time addressing the haters. I'm tired of it now. I'm big petty. I'm big petty, and I go back and forth with anyone. But I've grown tired of it, and I'm tired of it now, and my hip is hurting. So let's get into the overnight price action review, and I can remove this alert now because I don't need it anymore. Right there. Okay, let's go over to the ES. I had an alert on the ES too. I had a alert on the ZB2, but the NQ was the one that I was trying to trade. And look at the ES. The ES did the same thing. I can't make this. Y'all see, I just opened up my trade. Y'all saw me when I opened Trade View. Y'all saw me when I opened it, right? And the ES did the exact same thing. You see, there's the alert. Let me hover over the alert. ES approaching OTE short above 54.3825, right? And what did we do? The ES actually took out the London low first. The ES took out the London low first, went back up to where I was talking about, right there. Wanted to get short right there on that fair value gap. Had the same thing there for the ES. Right? Same thing there for the ES. Right? ES approaching OTE short. Want to get short on that SIBI right there. Right? And take it short back down. There it is. Right there where I want to be alerted at on my phone. When alert goes off, it makes a noise. And then now we've come back down and we've taken out the sell side. So what do? You wait for price to show you what liquidity it wants to attack next. Okay. Let's get on 15-minute candles. Let's find 6 p.m. yesterday, and let's get into the price action review. For all those who are irritated by me going off on their rant about the haters, I'm pointing at a different door right now. Y'all can't see me pointing. I'm pointing at a different door right now. I do have on a tank top, and my wife hates when I do this because she don't want me to be on screen with a tank top. So I'll put it really close to my face, right? I'll come here. I just muted myself. I'm pointing at a different door this time. I'm pointing over there. Like, it's a different door right there. Let me get my finger. It's a different door right there. All right. Get out of there, Tim. Okay. Back to the price action review. New comments. What y'all said? No, not sharing. What's up, Lump? Hey, what's up? Who this right here? Somebody said, hi, Mr. Timothy. Nazim Kazium. Nazim Kazium. Welcome, Nazim Kazim. Hey, Nazim. I don't recognize that name. Right? I don't recognize that name, but I personally want to say welcome. If this is your first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits, I can't talk today. I like to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in, I jalapize, but I don't remember ever seeing that name. And I try to remember the names that I see, but welcome. Hopefully you learned something today and not just hear me rant about the haters who always lumping all the ICT concept traders into one little ball. Oh, okay. Get off my screen, Nazim. Get off my screen. What's up, Lump? What's up? I said what's up to everybody else. Okay. All right, we found 6 o'clock. All right, we found 6 o'clock. And now let's get into it. So 6 o'clock. Since it's Monday, let's do this first. Let's go back and look at what a goings on. What a goings on. Here come the cops. They taking me to jail. They taking me to jail. Switching over on the 21st. Here come the cops. They taking me to jail. They taking me to jail. Power tap. Power tap. Okay. These are weekly candles. The weekly was delivering from a BISI. This BISI indicated that we could deliver, to this buy side right here. Well, actually to this buy side right here. I'm sorry. So this BISI right there on the week of 5/6, right? It indicated that we could deliver to that buy side right there. Anticipated pulling back down into that BISI, which it did, right? And it delivered to the buy side, right? We attacked the buy side there. On this week here, we created this potential bullish order block right there, right? And then this week we continued to trade up, right? So we me and the gang we have been discussing when we, the whole theory about behind the when is the order block or the breaker created, when can you look for maybe a first touch, when do you still look to trade off of that order block and all of that. Not gonna get into all of that right now. We've discussed it prior times on the channel. Go dig through live streams and find it. So then we got a reaction up, continued up on the weekly. Last week we continued up. We're up here at all-time highs, right? We're at all-time highs. Now, on the daily chart, right? On the daily chart, same thing. This is back when the weekly chart traded down into the weekly traded back into the close of the weekly. I mean, we closed on the weekly candle when we traded down into the weekly BISI came up. We traded back down into a little dipped into that closure of that candle a little bit, and then we traded up higher, creating two BISIs here, right? Creating two BISIs there, and then we never got back to it until we got to this BISI right there on Friday, right? Came down into that. We never traded back down to this BISI, but we came back down into this June 12th BISI. This June 12th BISI on Friday, right? Trade down to the June 12th BISI on Friday. I've readjusted it to the low of this candle. The BISI actually is up to that candle right there, right? But I readjusted to the low of the candle, and then we wick back off it, right? So we took out the daily low and we traded all the way back up close. But we have two dojis. We have two, Friday and Thursday and Friday were both dojis. Not trying to show any clear indication of what it wants to do. Now this BISI was saying, hey, we can potentially trade up to take that high, right? And then we traded down to the BISI, but we didn't trade up and take that high. Now, mind you, we did take that high on the NQ. But the ES and the Dow did not trade back up to its high, right? Let me check the Dow. I don't think the Dow. I know that I'm looking at the ES, but I don't think the Dow did. Yes, the Dow did not trade back up to the high, right? This is Thursday. This is Friday, and the Dow is dying off. The Dow wasn't even trying to make higher highs; it was dying off. So we got heavy divergence. Okay, and then so yeah, that's where we at on the daily. We 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 touched the Bissy that should have been taking us back to the high, and then we closed with a doji. Both of them are just dojis, complete dojis actually. Thursday open was at 54.36.25, and the close was at 54.36.25. An exact doji. It opened and closed in the exact same price. And then Friday it opened at 54.36 even, and it closed at 54.35.75. So one tick lower than where it opened at. So this one was an exact doji, and this one was pretty much a doji because it was one tick away from the exact price. And then today, thus far, we traded up and tapped into Friday's high, tapped above Friday's high. Then we start pulling back, and that's when I was watching the price earlier. All right, let's go. The 4 hour was just, back and forth. We were trading inside. This is the 6 p.m. candle, right? So on Friday we had traded back up toward the high of this SIBI from 2 a.m. The 2 a.m. SIBI from Friday, right? The high of this 2 p.m. 4 hour candle from Friday was 54.38.50, and the high of the SIBI is 54.38.75. So we came one tick away from the high of the SIBI on that candle. And then when we opened up last night on the today's candle, we went above it to 54.39.75. So we traded above the high of that SIBI on the opening of the candle. Of the opening last night. Now let's get to the 15 minute and get into the overnight price action review. That was a brief catch up for where we are, what price has done thus far. Give you a brief catch upper because you always want to be aware of what price has done before you start studying the price. You want to go back and see what price did. What was the order flow? What was the institutional order flow? That is the video that I hopefully will be recording this week to put out, since I didn't drop it on Friday. I got all the slides put together. I'm going to start talking about institutional order flow. Me and the gang, we did a pop-up. And then oh yeah, Tish, when you share the link for the thing, Tish and anybody else, when you record and share the link, share it in the same chat that I did it in. Right? Share it in the same chat that I did it in. The reason why I say that is there are tiers to the Discord. Right? There's tiers to the Discord. We have different tiers, right? So if I'm in I Stay Popped Up, right? Share the link and I Stay Popped Up for whatever, like when you record the screen, right? For the ones that I don't record, share the link in that same one. Like if I'm in I Stay Popped Up, share it in I Stay Popped Up. If I'm in Black Spider voice, share it in there. If I'm a Mentee voice, share it in there. If I ever do one in the private voice, y'all need to record y'all own screens, because the private voice, that's only for specific people for a specific reason. So don't. But when you share, cause when you come back and you share it in the main chat, like this one here, right there, when you share it in the main chat like that right there, it goes to everybody, right? It goes to everybody. And again, there's tiers to it. There's tiers to the what's the name? All right. All right. Now that that's out of the way, yeah, just share it to the same one that we're in. If we're in the regular voice, that's fine. If we're in the, whichever voice that we're in at that time, just share it in that voice. Okay? Because y'all nice. Y'all nice. Y'all sharing it with the people that don't take the time to pull up. And I applaud you for that. And I get it. Everybody like Tim, people can't make it all the time. But it's the same names. It's the same names that be inside the voice right there. That just be the same names. I've never been in a voice with more than like 7 people. Never. Ever. Back to what I was saying. We opened up last night at 6 p.m. Opened up last night at 6 p.m. We have our bearing, so I can zoom in and so that you can see the candles. Okay. We opened up last night at 6. Let me take this. What's the name? Hold on for a second. This line is killing me. Okay. All right. That line was killing me. That crosshairs. We opened up last night at 6 p.m. at 54.36.25. Right? 54.36.25. We traded up. Like I said, we got above the high of that candle that came one tick away from the high of the 4-hour SIBI. Right, so we traded above that, and then we came back down into the range, leaving the low. Did not take out the low. The low was left intact. We traded back up into looked like a very small SIBI right there. Touched the high of the 4-hour SIBI on this 8:30 candle. On this 8:30 candle, then we displaced away, taking out the short-term sell side below this little area there from the open. And then we got like a small volume imbalance and a teeny liquidity void there, because those candles aren't touching at all. Then we pull back up into that bearish order block, that volume imbalance, that liquidity void, that SIBI. It's a bunch of stuff going on right here in this area, right? And for your own studies, you can go and check out what I'm talking about. We have a bearish order block inside there. We got a liquidity void in there. We got a volume imbalance in there. We got a SIBI in there, right? We got another SIBI here. We traded back up into that area, and then we started to consolidate for a while, right? And at midnight, we opened up at 54.35.75, right? And then we traded back down, leaving the sell side, pushed up, traded down until about 1 a.m., right? 1 a.m. we pushed up, and then we started to trade up, and we took out the buy side above all of that consolidation, right? And then once we took out the buy side above the consolidation, right, we pulled down and we swept the sell side. Right, we swept the sell side, and then we immediately reversed back to the buy side. Right, so from the 130 candle here, right, you could just say we kind of hung out in that area for 30 minutes. Right, so from 130 to 2 o'clock because these 2 15-minute candles. So from 1:30 to 2 o'clock, we traded in this range right there, right? We traded in this range right there from 1:30 to 2 o'clock. And then, right, we dropped down immediately. Like we took out the buy side right here, closed above the buy side, right? This is indicating, hey, I want to go up, okay? That's indicating I want to go up. And then right here at 2 o'clock, we dropped and took out the sell side. Wow. And then we immediately reversed and ran back to the buy side again, took out the buy side. Wow. Right there. Right? What do we call that move? Somebody tell me what we call that move. I'm not looking at the chat. So can somebody that's in the Discord unmute and tell me what we call that move while I check my text? And they sending me some more videos of YSL Woody. Ain't nobody gonna unmute and tell me what we call that move. Ain't nobody gonna unmute and tell me what we call that move. Do I really have?
Is it a
Judas swing? There you go. Who that pulled up and said that?
me?
All right, there. Oh, that's Adrian. Okay. AKA me. So we hung out in this little area. God dog it, what's going on with my paintbrush? There it is. Okay, so we hung out in this little area right here for like 30 minutes. And then at 2 o'clock, we dropped down, taking out the sell side. And then we immediately reversed, right? So whenever price gives you a move, God dog it, whenever price gives you a move like this, whap, or it gives you a move like whap, right? That's a Judas swing. And that whap is going to be taking out key levels of liquidity and then instantly reversing. Right, instantly revert. It's not gonna take out the liquidity, hang out down here for a while, and then take back off. That's not a Judas swing, right? A Judas swing, it's gonna be trading like this right here, right? And right here, price traded up and took out the buy side, indicating that it wants to go up, right? Indicating that it wants to go up. So anybody in this teachable moment is being brought to you by Squirrel. Okay, so now we're about to learn a little bit. We're learning about Le Judas. Okay, I got to do it over here because that thing is blocking me out. I don't know if y'all can see that thing. They say StreamYard.com is sharing your screen right here, but it's in my way of my favorites. So, you know what I can do? I can just move my favorites up like that. There you go. Okay, so, where was I? Oh, we talk about the Judas, right? Talk about Le Judas. Okay, so, when it comes to Le Judas, in this move here, right, price was, let me turn this off. Price was consolidating here, okay? And then on this move up right there, we took out all of this buy side liquidity right there, right? And we had like a pretty nice closure above that buy side. Now, what is price saying at this moment right here? It is saying, I want to continue up, right? Maybe even take out this daily high because I came very close to the daily high and then I pulled back off of it. Okay. So anybody who is the type of trader who plays a breakout, right? When we came above this high right here, right? When we came above this high right here, they got long, right? And then anybody who waits for the closure of the candle, they got long there. right? So we got two type of breakout traders that got long, okay? Then price had them happy because it came here, and then it came back down, right? And bust them in the head. Boop, took them out, right? Their stop was here, right? Their stop was here, right along with these stops over here, right along with these stops over here, right? All they call this, you know what they call this, right? Can somebody tell me what type of liquidity this is? And it's the name of it will come from what price is doing right there, right? What is price doing right here? Somebody tell me. Somebody unmute and tell me what price is doing right here, right? Consolidating. And when price consolidates, what do we say price is doing? It is doing what? Starts with the E.
Engineering liquidity.
Yes, you got engineered liquidity there, all up under here, right? What is that liquidity engineered for? To help the algorithm move to where it needs to go. So in this case here, when we came up here above this buy side, we are digging into some engineered liquidity, right? So people that play breakouts, soon as we went above this, they got long there. The ones who wait for the candle closure got long there. Then price went up and they were happy, right? Then price came down and bust them in the head, taking out all of this engineered liquidity under there, and then immediately reversed, right? Right there, when we let these traders get in, came down, took them out, and then immediately reversed. Right now, what the algorithm has done, right? Remember, the Judas swing it's designed to do two things, right? And this is just me talking right now. This isn't what Michael said verbatim. This is the way I understand it. The Judas swing, like a lot of other things y'all hear me talk about in ICT concepts, is to trap and punish. Right here, help if I hit a P. Punish. Right? Trap and punish. Okay. Y'all remember hearing me say that? Who remember hearing me say that all the time about what the algorithm does? Anybody remember hearing me say that? Right? Trap and punish. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, Tim, what do you mean trap and punish? I've never heard you say that. I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. Right? Let me stretch this out a little bit so y'all can see it a little bit better. Okay. And this is how you want to think about all ICT concepts. It's not about, like I say all the time, we're not pattern traders. Don't get caught up in just looking for the PD array. Don't get caught up in looking for the breaker, looking for the fair value gap, looking for the swing high, looking for the swing low. Look, follow the institutional order flow. What has price been doing? What has it done? What are the signatures it's showing you? Right? Price is engineering liquidity here. Right? It goes to the top and pushes into the engineered liquidity above with a closure above. Right? Breakout traders enter. Breakout traders that wait on the closure enter. Right? They're happy. Price drops and punishes them. They are now punished. They are punished, and guess what they are now? Now that they are punished, they are scared. Is that scared? If it ain't scared, it's gonna be scared today. Right? I don't know if you're scared or scarred what I spelt, but that's what it's gonna. Hey Siri, spell scared.
Scared. S-C-A.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. They're punished and they're scared now. Why are they scared? Because they thought it was breaking out, and then price ran against them so fast and punished them. They are now scared to get back in because they have been punished. Right? Now, you have people that saw that price was up in a premium, and they wanted to get short, right? And so they, on the other side of the coin, right? And we're gonna, I don't have any drawing templates, so I'm just gonna change the color like this right here really quickly. I don't have any templates where I can change the color before I draw it, so bear with me right now. Okay, so on the other side of the coin, when price dropped down here, when they were punishing these people, right? You have people who got short on this breakout right here. You got people who got short on that breakout right there, right? You got people who got short on that breakout right there because they wanted to wait for the lowest low. They wanted to wait for the higher time frame low. They got short too, right? So they got short there. People who like to wait for the candle closure, they got short there. Some people who like to wait on a retest, right? They even got short up in here somewhere because they want price to come back up, and then what I'm saying, because this candle closed, that candle opened, right? So they got short on a lower time frame somewhere up in here, but we're not gonna get into them. But then when they got short, what did price do? It opened up here and it ripped they freaking face off because their stops was right there, right? But guess what? They are now trapped short as price is going back up. And so there are the people somewhere inside here, right, are the people that got trapped short. Down here were the people who got punished initially because the price went this way initially, then it came down and punished them, right? And then price trapped some people who went short because it started going against them here, right? So now they're trapped. And where are they trapped at? They're trapped inside. They're trapped inside le ju. Come back. They're trapped inside. See, we went that way, right? And they got trapped inside le. So right here, they're trapped, right? They got to decide: do I keep? I'm stopped out now, right? So there you go. It punished and trapped. And now you understand that you are in a Judas swing when you see that price has taken out a significant liquidity area. In this case, it's the engineered liquidity below the consolidation, and then it immediately reversed and took out, shrink this up, immediately reversed and came back up and took out the engineered buy side, right? Took out the sell side, took out the buy side, right? So now you're in Le Judas. And then right here, right, price traded back down into the, what do we call this? What do we call this? For those that need a little help seeing it, we shall do it like this right here. Then do it the way we normally do it. Style. Don't extend. Change it to Azul. Move that line. And hit OK. What do we call that area right there?
A balanced price range?
Balanced price range, right? Because we've offered sell side delivery and buy side delivery. And all this consolidation, that's a part of that balanced price range. See, it's all inside. So all of this is a balanced price range right there, right? So price came back into the balanced price range right there, right? Came back into the balanced price range. Didn't even get down to the into the BISI. It went to the top, the high of the BISI. Right here, it touched the high of the BISI, but it stayed inside these bearish candles, because on the way up, the down close candles should support price. Okay, we pushed up and then we tapped into the daily high, right? We tapped into the daily high, and then when price came back, right, we consolidated here, and when price came back to this balanced price range, right, what did it do? Sliced through it like butter. Butter, parquet, right? It sliced through it like butter, because just like any other PD array, right, when we're above it, we anticipate price to be supported. When we with a balanced price range, once any other PD array, when the algorithm get done with it, we anticipate it to slice through it like butter. And so price slice through it like butter, right? Right here on this. Now my thing is in the way. I'll put you over here. Okay. Right on this 430 down close candle right here, we slice through it like butter. Okay. And then, so around this time is when I came in and had started watching price, right? I was watching price around this time here, because if you remember over on the NQ, when I was watching the NQ, I had a line there that said prior session low Asian, right? And we had come down and we had tapped into the Asian low, and then we pushed up and was doing all this right here. So this is the area where I was looking for us to come back up into that OTE and SIBI area and sell down, because that's when I had came in and started watching the price. Okay, and that's why I was looking for it to sell down into the lows, right? Because we had sliced through this balanced price range like butter, right? We sliced through it like butter, and then we trade, as you see, we traded back up into the 15-minute SIBI, right? We traded up into the 15-minute SIBI right there at the midnight price, right? And then we kind of hung out there for a little while, right? Never got back up to where I wanted price to come back up to on the lower time frame, because we had some more imbalances up here on the lower time frame. But we were back at, on the higher time frame, we're back at this balanced price range that we had just ripped through, and this is all the algorithm wanted at that time, right? Trading back up, back into this bearish breaker right there. We're inside a bearish breaker, inside this balanced price range, and so all the algorithm wanted was to get back to the midnight price. We got back to the midnight. God dog it, Tim. It got back to the midnight price. We hung out there for a little while and then traded down, taking out the sell side, right? And then we pushed back up, right? And got back up to the area that I was looking at, but it came just short of what I wanted, right? And that was later after the 7:30 open. We hung out there for a little while. Once it traded back up, hung out there for a little while, poked above, took out the high, and then we dropped down, and then eventually took out all of the sell side down there, as we talked about earlier before we started the price action review. No, it wasn't your typical price action review, but I just wanted to get into talking more about what the price is doing. Because a lot of times people be like, hey, Tim, how do I use this price action review that you're doing? And I just want to do it in a different way today that, shows you, hey, look at what price is showing you. What is price telling you? Don't try to focus so much on the PD arrays until you understand what price has done and what it's trying to get to. Sometimes it will require you not getting a super good entry where you're going to get like a magnificent 6R or 8R trade. Sometimes you're just going to get the little 2R and the 3R because you're waiting for other confirmation, because you may not be clear on where Picasso lives, right? Do I know where Picasso lives right now? No, I do not, because we are at all-time highs and we just chopping and slopping because of all of this divergence. So does the ES and the NQ want to keep making all-time highs, right? Does the Dow want to continue pulling back, taking sell side? As long as the Dow and the NQ are on opposing ends of the spectrum, the ES is going to chop and slop to its destination. So that's when you have to learn how to get in there and read what price is doing. If you're a day trader, read what price is doing and just take the base hits. Don't try to get the huge runs on price, right? Look at what the higher time frames are doing. Drop down to the lower time frames. Take your base hits to a high or a low. Get out. If it keeps going without you, just let it go. Let it go. Long as you get your piece. That's all you want. And with that, I yield my time. It is now 10, what is that, 26? Do they say 1026 up there or 1028? 1020 curvy number. Right? It's 1020 curvy number. It's 1026. Does anyone have anything for me? See if there's anything in the Discord.
Yeah, I just have a quick question.
Okay.
So about the price action we just went over, would that be, and you probably mentioned this, but would that be manipulation?
There
Because
was.
we taking out highs and lows?
Did you talk about everything we just talked about?
But the last bit of it, like, yeah,
Like over here?
yeah.
Okay. Well, we would have to wait to see if it's going to be manipulation, right? So the way it's wicking off the lows, right? It appears that it will be manipulation, but we have to wait and see if this is going to be manipulation to come back to these highs, because we're in between the tale of two cities right now, right? We're in between the tale of two cities because we manipulated these highs and dropped lower. So right now, you see, we came back into the range here and continued down to the lows, right? So now we're wicking off the lows here, but we're still, only thing we've done thus far is giving the New York traders a chance to come back to this same area I was looking to get short off of. You see what I'm saying? So that's all we've done so far. Like, remember, I was trying to get short here, and price only came to this price right there and then dropped down. So now that we're during the New York Open right here, the New York Open was right here on this candle right there, right? And price was still falling, right? This is a very expensive short down here. So the price just pushed back up to that same area to give the New York traders an opportunity to get that discount short right now. That's all it's done. So the only way we would know if this is manipulation is if we're trading back down into this potential bullish order block here. If this bullish order block supports price and continues to push us up with some type of displacement, then we can say that was manipulation and we can get in. Like down here, this would be like the favorable entry to get in for a huge run, but you would be like aggressive to say, oh, this is just manipulation. And then if it bounces here off this order block with some displacement and give you a fair value gap over here, then you can maybe trade back down below midnight in a fair value gap over here somewhere, or close to midnight in a fair value gap, or in a breaker right there, right, this bullish breaker, to go back up. You see what I'm saying? But right now, you don't know if it's manipulation or not yet. You're still waiting for more information because you're in between the tale of two cities. We just giving New York Morning a chance to get some cheap shorts right now because this was the area for the cheap shorts, and we just came back to that area. And notice this is the 7:30 open. We manipulated the 7:30 open and we dropped. Right now we've manipulated the 7:30 open again and we're pulling back. Will this be a continuation of a drop? See, that's what I'm saying. We're in between the tale of two cities. So it's like but neither one. Now on this time when we manipulate the 7:30 open, we got some displacement. But on this time when we manipulate the 7:30 open, we still haven't gotten any displacement yet. So are we going into chop slop until the afternoon? That's all the stuff you got to think about. These are all the little signatures you want to look at before you start saying, hey, this is what we doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You following what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, all that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. You got anything else? Hey, and YouTube. Could y'all hear him talking in YouTube? Somebody let me know if y'all can hear him talking. Are any of your mentees trading on their own yet? I'm going to join. I want to complete all the homework first. If you complete all the homework first, you ain't gonna need to join. the whole point of the mentorship is just so you'll have access to me while you're going through it. The Blackout Davis, right? That's the whole point of the mentorship. Because like if you go through and do all the homework and then join, there's nothing for me to like coach you through. So you don't, if that's what you plan on doing, don't even bother joining. Not I ain't saying it in a rude way, but I'm just saying like it's like the $24.99 is for me to go through the mentorship with you. You know what I'm saying? Like we have homework reviews, we got monthly Q&As, and it's for going through the homework with you. But if you go through all the homework by yourself, ain't no need to join because you've already gone through all the homework. Like, and it would be like counterproductive. It would be a waste of your money. It'll be a waste of your money because now you've gone through all the homework and now you're paying $24.99 a month to pull up once a week to ask me questions about stuff that you could have been asking me 2-3 months ago, and you could be well on your way to trading on your own now. And some of the mentees are trading. I know one of the mentees be trading stocks, be buying calls on stocks with the concepts that we're using. Some of the mentees be trading futures. You know, it's not designed. The way I'm doing it is not designed for the mentees to be trading because it's for fresh mentees. That's who it's designed for. But people who already trade join the mentorship and they're already trading. So the stuff that they're learning in the mentorship, they just starting to apply it to their trading to kind of help them, you know what I'm saying, foster a more clear understanding of what Price is trying to do. Nah, you ain't got to change it. You ain't got to change it, Tish. I mean, it's cool. I just want to let y'all know to make sure you put it in because it's like tier based, and I don't wanna offend nobody who be like, hey, I'm paying $24.99 or I'm paying $7.99, and then the people that's paying $2.99 getting access to the same thing I'm getting access to. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't want to offend nobody. Me personally, I don't care. I don't care really. Because I had already told everybody, like back in the day, I had told everybody, all like, look here, man, if you join the YouTube channel thing, y'all just doing it because y'all want to support me for doing what I do every day. And then, you know, so whatever tier people checked in at, that was cool with me. I see y'all was in the chat with the hard hitting answers. Appreciate that. Yeah, y'all can hear it. Okay. Got it. Yep. I'm joining. I like your style, and you were never an uncut. I wasn't on the list. Mark, that's my dude, man. Mark, me and Mark, cool. And I don't have anything to sell. Mark, and then people used to get mad at Mark and used to call him a hater. But I don't think he just wanted some honesty in the community because he got scammed. You know what I'm saying? He got scammed, and he just wanted honesty in the community. You know what I'm saying? And so I ain't not like with the mentorship. The mentorship, I guess you could say this is the, and it's not really even not for sale because all the mentorship videos are on YouTube for free. The actual mentorship is just for me with my spending my time pulling up once a week, and like we do 3 Q&As a month, and the mentors got access to all 3 Q&As. Got a Q&A for the Black Spiders and the Gold members. I got a Q&A that's just for the Black Spiders, and I got a Q&A that's just for the mentees. But the mentees get access to all 3 because they're the highest tier. But Mark, I was talking about Mark. He just wanted some honesty in the community because there's so many grifters and scammers out there. So, you know what I'm saying? He a good dude, man. Mark, my dude. But I just try to keep it. I try to keep it 100 with everybody, right? And like people, people used to attack me. They attacked me one time. Some avoid group. You charging $1,800. You said you was gonna do everything for free. Look here, man. Even if I was charging $1,800, this is my time. This is I can charge what I want to charge. You know what I'm saying? But people always want to. You said you for the culture, and man, shut up. You can't trade. That's why you mad. Get out of here, man. Why not just open? Get out of here. Hey, man, that's all I got, man. If there are no more questions, we're gonna go ahead and call it. Anybody got anything in the YouTube chat? If there's no more questions, we're gonna go ahead and call it. Okay. And we still chopping and slopping. We've moved back up to the midnight price. All right, we went above the 730 price, pulled back. We've moved back up to the midnight price. All right, we're still chopping and slopping. Right here, we pushed up to the 730 price, took out that buy side. Then right here, we've pushed back up to the midnight price. Well, the first time we pushed up and came into this bearish order block. Then then we pulled back down to a bullish order block. Then we pushed up and took out the buy side. Then we pulled back down. And then now we're pushing back up above the midnight price now. So we're just chopping and slopping right now. Right? Not showing any clear indication of what price wants to do. And now I got my 10 points and I'm done. Yeah, hear me. Ain't Jack be number. Jack be quick. Please don't burn your when you jump that candlestick. Hey, man. Until the next time I decide to get on Al Gore's internet and share my thoughts on this thing called price action. I don't know when that'll be because I ain't gonna hold y'all. This was a headache trying to set up this right here to do it from my bed. If I'm feeling better, I'll probably do one tomorrow. We didn't have a video for the mentorship video on Friday. I did do a pop-up and went over some stuff with the gang. And we kind of talked about the stuff that would have been your homework in the video. So since I did that, I will pop up Wednesday at 7 to see if anybody got questions. If you don't have questions, I know y'all just gonna pop up and see if anybody else got questions. But if we don't have questions on Wednesday, I'm not gonna stick around long. But like I say, depending on how I'm feeling tomorrow, I may or may not do another overnight price action review. And then I will pop up on Wednesday, just in case any of the mentees got any questions about any of the homework that we've done in the past. And with that, I'm signing off. Again, if you're going to trade, please trade safe. If you're not going to trade, please take a copious amounts of notes so you can go back and study what you saw today and apply it to your future trading endeavors. It's your boy, Aranya Grande, better known as Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. Gone, man.